partner discovered my family's betrayal before I did. The bank email came in at 3:17 a.m., but it wasn't me who saw it. It was Daniel, with the light of his phone illuminating the living room. He opened my online banking, and there it was, a mortgage advance authorized with my name at a neighborhood notary over my grandmother's property. The amount was high, and the signature reproduced my handwriting with a precision that hurt. Daniel didn't speak at first. He had been tracking transfers that reeked of family and urgency for days. He works at a brokerage and recognizes traces. He showed me that my mother, my brother, and my accountant aunt were moving money in circles using a power of attorney I never gave. The date on the document found me hundreds of kilometers away, with tickets and emails that proved it. The contact number for the transaction was my aunt's. The folder contained photocopies of my old passport, my electricity bill, and a notebook where I practiced signatures as a teenager. My whole life cut and pasted. I wanted to believe it was a mistake. I remembered my mother's late night calls saying we'd talk later, my brother's polite visits asking for keys and deeds. They had insisted I stay away from the paperwork, so the morning would weigh less on me. Now I understood the maneuver. We went to the notary. Daniel had already obtained a simple copy of the power of attorney. It listed my name, CURP, address, and a signature that looked like mine if I forget that. On that day, I was boarding a flight. The security guard remembered my aunt arriving with a USB drive and my brother waiting in the car. I felt the floor shift beneath me. I entered my mother's house at noon. On the table were certificates, stamps, and a rubber stamp with my name. No one seemed surprised. My mother was organizing papers, my aunt was counting deadlines, and my brother was arranging stacks of money. They had rehearsed my absent role and offered me the idea that we'd all win if I didn't object. I saw my ID in a holder that wasn't mine, and the set of keys I had left with my brother for emergencies. They had constructed a permission from shards of my routine. Daniel stayed by my side. I said no. I announced that I would challenge the advance, that there was evidence, and that I wouldn't sign a one more line with my forged name. My aunt exchanged a look with my brother. I understood the backup plan to declare me incapacitated due to stress with an old medical certificate and morning emails. Instead of breaking, I asked for the building's cameras, photographed every folder, and left without closing the door. My mother promised we'd talk later. That later never came. That same day, I revoked powers of attorney, froze accounts, and filed a complaint. By morning, the property registry detected inconsistencies and stopped the advance. The deed was marked with a preventative annotation in my favor. Tearful messages came, reversing the word betrayal and asking me to withdraw the complaint. I saved every audio. I went to my grandmother's apartment. I opened windows, took inventory, changed the lock, and notified the neighbor who had looked after her. Daniel arrived with a drill and hung shelves. Together, we numbered boxes. He suggested renting the place to a young couple to give the walls some use and breathing space. I breathed too. Today, the prosecution summoned my mother, my aunt, and my brother. I handed over emails, itineraries, and the notebook where they perfected my handwriting. Daniel, who discovered the betrayal before I did, signed as a witness and accompanied me to register my new electronic signature. We left with the sun in front of us. There were no reconciliations, but there was a cold key in my hand and a clear plan for my grandmother's house.